pay attention to the switch off the lights when we leave the room, so it's very monitored by my parents from the childhood.
I don't like to buy cheap stuff because I know that eventually it will break down and I will have to buy something again. So I guess from the start I always buy something that's, you know, a little bit more expensive, but the quality is better, so I won't have to throw it away.
I try to buy everything, the most multifunctional products that there is in the market. Maybe it just, what do you call it, the new prototype, and it's hard to find, but I try to get it. It could be tech gadget or just daily life item like a pocket knife.
I always put the trash, the rubbish in the rubbish bins, and if I'm in the street, I take all my rubbish with myself. If I'm going outside somewhere, to the forest, to mountains, I always keep my rubbish with myself, and when I come back to the city, I just throw it into the first rubbish bin, and that's it.
I use small amount of water even if I take shower and so on.
Small thing actually adds up to a big thing. For example, conserving water or conserving electricity. When you using the stove efficiently, actually turning it off before you're done cooking and just sitting it there and burning on the leftover heat.
I always usually at home collect papers.
Since I was younger, I was told that local produce are better, so I always aim for something seasonal and locals.
I try to make some vegetarian days during my week. First, because I know that it's a it's the main reason for carbon emissions and so on and so forth. And for example, last travel to Berlin, I didn't take plane deliberately, but I took train to travel there. It took me several hours, the whole night, but still I think it's more sustainable to take trains for such short distances.
Travel a lot by train, but now I'm thinking I'll probably do only train travel, no planes, no car. No.
Because I moved to the Budapest, and I had the opportunity to buy free trade goods because I'm from Ukraine where we don't have this kind of services. I tried to switch to the free fair trade products, especially tea if it's possible, yes, and chocolates and so on and so forth, but still it's a little bit difficult because they're usually more expensive.
Since we have the recycle bins, it's really easy to recycle more, and back home it was impossible to do it, pretty much because nobody does it. So, but back in the United States, of course, we recycled all the time, so it was kind of like a backlash into the recycling mode all over again.
I think it's quite prevalent among girls that they accumulate a lot of belongings, mostly clothing. So the minimalist lifestyle, also initiated by girls, I don't know, maybe inspired by guys, but anyway, let's get over the sexist talk. Basically, you only allow a certain number of clothing, and you're allowed to replace them, meaning you buy a new one only when you donate the last one away. And it helps with troubles, and it helps with the whole reducing your demand.
This year I don't use even heater.
Also, I usually don't switch on the thermostat first because I like when it's a bit cool in the room, and also I think this thermostat is a bit moldy and it's not good for health. There is a lot of dust there, and thirdly, because of environmental reasons, I don't want to waste much energy.
I know that that's for somebody it will be funny, but here I found a lot of actually cosmetics which is from the natural stuff produced. So I I completely switched to this one.
Last, I guess, 2 months, I switched to tap water. I don't use like bottled water anymore because the safety and the quality of tap water is the same. I guess, I hope so. So I just don't want to produce more waste, like more plastic waste.
It's about switching out the lights as many times as I can, just remembering all the time once I leave the room, you know, put the computer onto the sleep mode, shut off that light over there, like unplug everything I can if I don't forget. So I think that was the biggest change, technically. And it affects my behavior back home as well, because I kind of always try to tell my parents, like, oh, the light in the bathroom, switch it off. Or, I don't know, the kettle, don't leave it on, unplug it, or something like that.